On our last episode of Onboard Lifestyle, the crew has to pull the mast, minus a key crew member. Basic stick is removed without a hitch, for the first time in over 2 decades. With the mast removed, we can now work on upgrading electronics, wiring, standing rigging, and the failing electrical chase. Let's continue our story as we now must shift priorities to address my mom's injured ankle.
I'm going for broke, yeah, I'm all in. It's all on the table, let's sink or swim. I'm ready to lay it on the line, yeah. But it's like every move I get shut down. I'm down for the count, falling to the ground. Now you gotta tell me just what you want, just what you want, just what you want. And don't let me walk on broken water. Don't make me push it any further.
Well, another sleepless night.
That was brutal.
Okay, well, we'll know a lot more. Bus leaves in about 15 minutes. Drink up your coffee and we're out of here.
Well, the good thing was last night we had a really good friend, Charlie, who just flew in to his boat, and he happens to be an ER doctor. So he was kind enough to come and kind of
Diagnose?
Assess the situation. He doesn't think it's broken, but he thinks it's a good idea for us to go get x-rays. Problem is now I gotta get to the hospital to get some imaging done. Wonho dropped off some loaner crutches for me to use in the meantime. That's gonna be interesting, getting on and off the boat. I don't think I've ever used crutches before.
Well, when we get to the hospital, they'll give you a magic pill and you'll all be better.
Hopefully it's not anything too serious, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty swollen. It's not like what Charlie says. It doesn't look like it's just a minor sprain, so that is a huge concern. So we'll see. I'm trying to hope for the best, but
yeah, I know.
It's pretty big and it's black now too, so it was really painful last night. I've been trying to ice it down, doing everything I can, but I don't know.
Neither do I. We'll learn
this is no good.
New territory for you.
Yeah, I've never been injured like this before, but you know, it is what it is.
Okay. Well, let's get off to the Cologne hospital and learn a little bit about your injury.
Yeah.
Well, Lynn's inside right now. They kind of kicked me out, wouldn't let me go back there with her. They're doing x-rays. Couldn't even get to where she was at. They kept turning me around. That's okay. So just taking a little walk outside. She should be done here in a few minutes. I'll head on in and see what's up. Fingers crossed that it's nothing major. Guess we'll find out here shortly.
So I am now in the emergency room because my foot is not getting better. There's still a lot of swelling and bruising. Just wanted to make sure that nothing's broken or maybe a hairline fracture. So we are getting it x-rayed and probably getting fitted for a walking boot. And just get some answers. It's nice to just finally know what's going on and being able to possibly walk in a somewhat normal way. It just sucks. In our rush to get out and take the shuttle to the hospital, Teal grabbed me the wrong shoe. I'm wearing Emma's. It's a little big. now, she says it's a sprain for sure. There is a little part of my ankle that she thinks might be either it is an old injury or a new fracture right where that ankle part is. So we're waiting on an orthopedic surgeon to take a look at it and let us know what they think. So the doctor is requesting another x-ray. So I'm gonna go in and get another image, and then maybe he can or she can see what's going on in there. I'm hoping that it is not a little break. I hope it's just a really bad sprain.
Rayo X.
Okay, looks like you're mobile now.
So I got fitted with a fancy boot. Annette has been so good about helping us. I have an appointment to make with the orthopedic surgeon in a couple days, and they're going to email me my x-rays, and then I got my prescription. So
we're off.
I'm off. I can walk for now.
Okay, let's see how it works.
No! Thank you.
Does it feel better?
It feels weird. I'm still in, ginger with it.
Okay, another long day for you here.
It has been a long day. Hasn't been very fun.
Well, look at this. This is going to be your new normal for who knows yet. We're still waiting for lab results and x-rays.
No, we got our we saw the x-rays, but they are going to send us the images, and we actually have a friend who is a doctor. So he said that once he gets here and he sees the images, he can kind of give us a second opinion, and we can go from there. But I don't think it's a break. They don't think it's a break.
What is that little bone chunk hanging
They said
down?
it could have been a previous injury, although I don't remember injuring this foot.
I think you would remember that.
I think I would, but I don't know. Anyway, so right now they think it's a stage 2, maybe stage 3, but most likely it's a severe stage 2 sprain. But it's hot, and I'm gonna be in this thing for a while.
This is pretty fancy though. I like how you pump it up.
Oh man, you just got over your injury and now it's my turn apparently.
It's your turn.
That's what I get for making fun of you for so long. But yeah, so I'm on some anti-inflammatories and some supplements just to get the swelling down, and hopefully my ligaments will repair itself in no time at all.
No time at all. It's kind of weird to think about that I'm the healthier one.
I don't know about that. But...
Okay, so it's time for you just to take it easy and relax and just stay off your foot.
You know how hard that is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be playing some double duty. You and Emma are going to have to pitch in and kind of help.
Not a problem. I think it's pretty cool looking. You should get one for your other foot and just stomp around.
So then I wouldn't be so,
Lopsided?
Lopsided, yeah. It's like, whatever. All right, so my imaging came in.
Images came back from the hospital.
Yep. And it basically tells us exactly what we thought, and which is I have a stage 2.5 sprain. I forward this over to our friend Charlie so he can look at it as well, and everything kind of checks out. So what the doctors at the hospital said versus what Charlie said is exactly the same.
And that's comforting.
Yeah.
I mean, you have these two different doctors looking at the same image, and they have the same exact diagnosis.
Charlie thinks that I tore some ligaments in avulsion, he said. But otherwise, I mean, this is it.
This is it.
Treatment is...
Well, before we go into treatment, I want to review this because this was interesting. The only painful part of going to the hospital was your ankle because we paid for this on our way out. I'm going to kind of recap this. It was very interesting. You had, how many images do you think you had?
I had, well, overall they did 8, but they only gave us 4 because they had to retake some pictures.
Okay, the radiology bill was a total of $62. Okay, and then you had your consultation with the doctor, and then they also called and forwarded that information to a specialist, and the specialist reviewed your x-rays and then gave feedback. That total bill in the emergency clinic was $35. The expensive part was the boot.
Which was kind of shocking because it's not, I mean, I looked it up on like Amazon and it's really not that expensive. It's an air cast, I guess, so to speak. And that was $215.
$215.
So that one was the most expensive thing, but honestly, it's a lifesaver. It's the only thing that's keeping my foot or ankle stabilized. It's amazing. I mean, because I was in so much pain. Every little movement prior to that was just excruciating, and then as soon as I put that on, honestly, it just, I mean,
you're mobile.
I mean, it's bulky.
Yeah, but you could get around now.
Get around, ish. So we decided, because the treatment is just time and rest for my foot to get, or my ankle. I keep saying foot because it's swollen right now, you guys. Is just time and rest to let it heal. So obviously we're on a boat. It's a little difficult to move around. So I'm using this as an opportunity for Emma and I to cut out and see family.
Hey, there is a silver lining to this.
Yeah, we have a big family reunion coming up. So now I get the excuse to join them.
And so how this is going to work is we're going to fly Lynn and Emma up early to the family reunion. She'll be in a comfortable place. I'm going to stay behind. I will kind of get basic in a good place. I have a ton of projects. We just pulled the stick. I have a list of things to do. So I'm going to stay behind for a few weeks, get some projects done, and then I will head on up to me.
Yeah, it's a good excuse too because, I mean, you'll get kind of things figured out. We're obviously going to need parts and special items, and so
exactly. So
Teal will join us up in the States, get parts, and hopefully by then I'll be a little bit more healed up that we can
come back
and join. But I am going to be taking Compass with me when we head up north, just because I don't want him underfoot with you kind of putting the boat to sorts. And
I'm going to be all by myself.
And also, Teal has a really tough time at customs. Every time we go through anywhere, he always seems to get flagged.
Well, I am shady looking.
A little bit. Yeah.
Especially with Compass. I don't know what it is. When I travel by myself with Compass, I don't know. Red flags go off.
I never have problems, but we do have to look at his paperwork and see what needs to be done in order for him to travel internationally. So I got a lot to do in the next week or so.
It's okay, Compass.
Somebody's needy this morning. Emma and I, are flying out in a couple days, and in order for us to do that with Compass, we need to get a new health certificate and one more test. It's interesting as you're traveling through, every country is a little different, has different requirements to get back to the States. And for Panama, everything is pretty easy with one exception. They need to do blood work to test him for screwworm. I've never even heard of it, but apparently it's something that's very common here. And so we have a vet that is going to be coming in the next probably 10-15 minutes. She's going to do the blood work, she's going to check him out, issue us a health certificate, and aside from that, pending he doesn't have screwworm, he is good to go. He got a nice bath yesterday, a haircut, but I think that he knows. There's something about when we're preparing to leave that he knows something's up, because he gets super needy and kind of, he won't leave Emma's lap. It's really kind of funny. So Emma takes full advantage because he's a little extra lovey right now.
Yes.
But it's much easier to have the vet come here, just because taking a bus or a taxi into Cologne,
It's a little bit more difficult with Compass.
it is, and it's stressful for me, you know, especially with this boot now. And just, I don't know, it's easier. They know the, you know, kind of the ropes around here. Apparently she's done it for a couple other cruisers by coming to the marina, so should be pretty good. It's a nice morning, so at least she's doing it first thing in the morning, and it's not so sweaty and hot.
Yeah. It's kind of nice right now.
Yeah, we can't even walk Compass. There's so many dogs around here, and we don't want his blood pressure to be high when he sees the vet. So we're gonna meet the vet over here at the
Picnic
little
area.
gazebo.
Yeah.
Picnic area. Compass knows that the vet's here because look, he won't even come out of his kennel. Poor guy.
Come on, baby.
No quiere salir. Tranquilo.
It's okay.
Es bueno que tenga el pelo corto. Ok. Ya, tranquilo, bebé. Perfecto. No pasa nada. ¿Mm? Tranquilo, bebé. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Espérate, papi, espérate. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Tranquilo. Debe estar tranquilo para que la vena no se... Ya. Ok, bebé. Ok.
It's okay, honey.
Él va a moverse. Agárralo. Buen niño. Buen niño, buen niño. Perfecto. Ya. Que da el Ministerio de Desarrollo Agropecuario. Esto. El certificado de buena salud. Y el certificado de que el perro no tiene gusano barrenador. Cuando yo mande por WhatsApp esto muestra, lo pone con esto.
Okay.
Por favor, lo imprime.
So she's going
en
to.
la-
So what she's gonna do the blood work. She's gonna send me the results
On WhatsApp.
through WhatsApp, and
Yes.
then we'll print it out in Juanjo's
Sí,
office.
eso. Ujú.
And then that's it.
Sí, eso es todo.
Okay. Gracias. Go ahead, just put him in. Ooh. Ouch.
Quite the process, isn't it?
So I think that aside from his blood work results, everything is good. She's already submitted Compass's paperwork over to, let's see, it looks like the agriculture quarantine database of Panama, and then they send it over to the US. And then we have all of his health certificates that shows that he is in good health and he can fly. And yeah, it was not too bad. I mean, it was more painful for Compass and for us to seeing them take his blood work. But aside from that, these are the realities of what it takes to travel with an animal overseas.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A big thanks goes out to our amazing patrons, whose generous support drives the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. With the diagnosis in, this crew has to make an adjustment. Our decision to divide and conquer is our best option for my mom's ankle to heal properly. So, come back next week as the captain has to fend for himself and get into serious project mode. See you then!